Oh yeah, we gonna be on Facebook. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Clue with another episode of Country Family Podcast. And as you already see, I got the homie Ryan up in this motherfucker, man. I appreciate you pulling up on me, man.
You already know, Bull City in it out.
Yeah, you already know, man. Like I said, we already know how much people gonna see this, man. Jig man, what's your twin native?
Twin native,
aka what's your
Big Spoof.
Big Spoof, man.
But you know what? To be real, Big Spoof my Krump name, but Jig man is like it's stick.
That's why I see it everywhere, man.
It is. Everything is Jig, man. I'm not gonna lie. In the Krump world, they just call me Jig.
Word.
Everybody call me Jig, bro. So
okay. So before we kick everything out, man, I had to ask, man, what was the first song you listened to when you woke up this morning?
Kurt Franklin.
Okay.
Praise. I always listen to praise and worship. I gotta have something for my spirit. I can't listen to 21 Savage when I slaughter gang, murder gang. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Your spirit is open when you wake up. Yeah, bro. 21. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm not trying to sell a key in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you never get up to Krump music at all? Like it's always something that kind of like.
I don't think I ever got up on Krump music. Yeah, okay. It got to be something like. It got to be like smooth jazz. It got to be like Eric Thomas. You know Eric Thomas, motivational speaker.
No.
It got to be like Eric Thomas, hip hop preacher. It got to be something motivating or something like. I don't know if you heard the motivational videos on Instagram, YouTube. But yeah, it got to be something like that, bro. It got to be something that's gonna like propel me into the day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that everyday wake up, the everyday grind, like. Was that something that you had already kind of established? And I'm saying that as of now, saying it like, because honestly, when I see you in your social media, when I see you doing things, it seems like you always have something going on. Like you always doing something. You're always involved in something. Like I was hella proud when I saw you did the sponsorship with Vans, and you got to meet the creator
CEO,
man. So like, tell me about that. Like how, like, okay. So my original question was, with your morning grind, like, was that something that was already instilled into you? Or was that something you had to kind of develop over time?
Nah, I had to develop that. Like when I first moved to California from North Carolina, I was like country Bama. It was August 2014. I didn't develop any type of morning routine because I wasn't really on like mindset stuff, like entrepreneur mindset training. But the more I kind of got around, certain people, they kind of taught me about like, when you listen to certain entrepreneurs, they tell you like successful people, like how you have to like start your day off and how a lot of entrepreneurs and millionaires have morning routines. So I just kind of started like, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to just wake up, I was just up when I'm up. But over time, just being around certain people, especially in California, you know what I'm saying? Because you meet people that you would never, you know what I'm saying? You meet somebody that play rugby. You like, I ain't never. I mean, you know a nigga that play rugby. I don't. Not really. You know what I'm saying? You just meet.
You just randomly though.
You know what I'm saying? On some random shit. Play rugby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just meet different type of people, man. And California got so many different cultures. Because Sacramento is like a culture shock.
Yeah, it is.
So when you run into these different ways of living, and you know what I'm saying, and it kind of over time, I kind of adopted from that. And then my brother is he's military too, so. Okay. Just kind of adopted things from them and how they operate. So yeah, definitely over time.
Word. Okay. And what was that moment that you realized that? I mean, what made you really move out to Cali? I mean, that was 2014, Ooh. And I mean, shit, we around the same age, so that was. I mean, we were young. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a big move to make that.
Shoot, that's a good one, bro. So I would say, bro, I was in North Carolina, man. You know how Durham. You know Durham.
Yeah.
If you don't know Durham crazy. And if you from Cali, Durham is like a little Oakland. That's what I tell people. Durham is crazy. I'm talking about all my friends getting shot, and I was at a point in my life where I was like, man. I had did this network marketing company called Wake Up Now. You remember that?
I was with you, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do that. Hey, so Wake Up Now was popping, right?
Yeah, it was.
So I used to work at Extended Stay Hotel, and then I started doing Wake Up Now, but I ended up quitting. Mm-hmm. So Wake Up Now was like hitting, you know what I'm saying? But then the company went bankrupt.
Yep.
So I lost all the residual income I was getting, and then I ended up getting a job at Target. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I was at a point in my life. I'm like, man, what do I really want to do next? And then my parents was kind of like, you know how black parents is. They like, nigga, you got to get out. You know what I'm saying? That's how they was on. Like, hey, it's either this, you need to go to the military. You got, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I had my brother was getting married. He had he lived in Vacaville, California.
Okay.
So
is that based on there?
Yeah. It's Travis. I think it's in Fairfield or somewhere near there.
Yeah.
The Travis base. Yeah. So I was coming to his wedding. I already had a round trip ticket, and then I remember I was working at Target, but I was used to not having a job because the Wake Up Now was popping. So I was at Target, man. I worked there for 3 days, bro, and then I called my brother like, bro, can I just move with you? You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, hey, I'm coming to the wedding, bro. Can I just stay? He's like, yeah, you just got to get a job. So I was like, bet. You know what I'm saying? I was mad scared. And that same week, I was about to get an apartment with a homie. We was about to go in on this apartment, and I just declined. I was like, you know what, bro? I think I'm gonna make that move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just moved, bro, and then I ain't look back, bro.
It seemed like it's been up from there, man.
It was, man. It was. I'm not gonna lie. When I first moved here, it was depressing, bro. It was hard because I ain't know nobody. I ain't know where to get haircuts. I had an afro.
That's hard,
bro.
Man. That is hard when you move somewhere, man. That's like the first thing. Well, I mean, it's been a couple of years since I had to necessarily stress about that, but
yeah.
When you go somewhere different, you gotta find a fucking haircut. You gotta find a good barber.
Gotta find a good barber. That's hard.
I mean, you just gotta find a good places to go. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what side of town to go on. Like when I first moved here, like I looked at my wife. I was like, listen, where should I go? Where should I not go? I'm just gonna ask you straight up because I'm the type of motherfucker that I was just driving around and then I might end up on G Parkway and not know where the fuck I'm at. So
I'm telling you, bro. And Sacramento hoods don't look like hoods. Like where I'm from, the hood look like the hood. So you right, you up in, you know what I'm saying. But now I know all the hoods: Citrus Heights, Oak Park, Mac Road. I done learned everything. But yeah, it was mad depressing, bro. I used to just watch Netflix and that was it, bro. And eat Burger King, bro. But
and them goddamn McDonald's strawberry pie.
Oh man, I was smacking them up. I'm telling you.
I went today to go see if they had them motherfuckers. I asked about it. It was like,
damn. What? I be mad when they don't know. Pie? I be mad when they don't know. Like, bro, you better know what it is.
But I ain't never had one. I never had one. I never caught.
We got to get this man a pie.
I never caught it.
We got to get this man a pie.
I used to see him smashing those pies.
Smashing them, bro.
He used to have like a little series where you would be every day eating the pie.
Yeah, that one blew up, man. But yeah, bro, it was depressing, bro. But I think you need that stage. I mean, of course, because you move into a different environment. So it's just like a growth period. Because after a while, I turned up. Like I was like, all right, bro, I got to start getting a job. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, that transition was it was a good one though. I'm glad I did it because then I wouldn't be here now.
For sure. So with the depression side of things, like how did you cope? I mean, you were still doing comedy at the same time with that. So and I've kind of realized that a lot of people that at least I've seen that do comedy, there's another side to that where it's like, it's kind of like Robin Williams on, for instance, he was doing comedy, but he was dealing with major depression at the same time.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were doing the comedy to make yourself smile, or did you find levity and did you find happiness in making other people laugh?
Well, honestly, man, I wasn't even really doing when I first moved here, I stopped doing the skits. And it's because I got depressed and I actually, this sound crazy, I really didn't even think I was funny no more. Like because when I came, it was new, everything was new for me. So I just danced for a minute and I didn't start doing the skits again for probably another year since I was living there or two.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I started doing the Krump skits and then that's when I got back on my comedy. But yeah, I didn't
the funny Krump skits.
The funny Krump skits, bro. That's what brought me back.
Yeah, those took off.
So, but yeah, I didn't really do anything like that, man. But I would say, I mean, I say church helped me, my mom, my brother, calling friends, and I think just being in new environments, like walking around. I used to just walk around Cali and Vacaville, and my brother and them kind of helped me out too. So, but I would say that the comedy depression thing is real because the thing is with comedians is we have to like imagine a person that's in the NFL, like let's say somebody in their family passed away and they go play the game, they like, bro, I'm banking niggas in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because you like boom. But imagine somebody dying in your family and you got to go on stage and make people laugh. That's a totally different thing. Yeah. So I have to come on and still make you laugh while I'm sad. You know what I'm saying? And as a comedian, I'm glad you asked this question. This is a really good question. People don't check on us. Like people don't check on comedians. They don't, because we the one that provide the good vibes, the laughter. You know what I'm saying? So people don't really think to check in because we always the ones making everybody feel good. So
you think there's a harsher expectation on comedians, like to. I mean, so I think Childish Gambino or Donald Glover said it best. He said comedians are the only profession that you have to continuously, comedians and actors, where you have to continuously prove what you have to do. Like as a rapper, you put out something great, and that's what it is. It's great. But as a comedian, you put out that one great thing, and the next thing you put out is a dud. Everybody forgets about you. So it's like, do you feel like there's a pressure to remain relevant in whatever realm that is?
It is. I mean, it can. It's for sure a pressure, man, because the way that human nature works. But because you know how everybody is now, they on one trend, the next. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't on one trend, 10 minutes is another trend. They like, bro, you late. You know what I'm saying? But
shit I hate. Like,
yeah, bro, it's too much, and you gonna stress yourself out trying to keep up with it. So I think just putting your trust in the right. You know what I'm saying? Like I just put my trust in the God. And I don't, the stuff that I create, I just be like, man, I don't attach myself to it no more because when you do that, you know what I'm saying, you going up because life go up like this. When you make stuff, you gonna make good stuff, you gonna make bad stuff. But if you attach yourself to it when it go up, you gonna go up. When it go down, you gonna go down. But when you can kind of just like Childish Gambino, he was like, I just create. If I like it, I like it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where most of my stuff come from anyway. Like I'm not at the crib like, man, I'm gonna make everybody laugh. I just be at the crib like making myself laugh. Like, bro, this is hella funny. I'm gonna make a video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like as long as you keep the natural authenticity about creating, you don't really have to worry about or think about like, do I gotta stay relevant? Do I gotta do this? Because then if you think that, then it's gonna steal your joy. Like,
that's a genuine struggle. Yeah, I deal with that. I deal with that honestly all the time. Like trying to find that balance between what I want to do, what I want to talk about, what I want to really hit on, what's important to me, versus what is going to be, what's going to grab people, what's going to be, you know, saying that thing. So yeah, I mean, and honestly, you know, I feel like it's a you have to find that smooth balance.
You do.
It's a real smooth balance in it.
You do, man. And I think you do want to kind of improve things for people. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things that make people laugh. Be like, okay, I see that's working, so let me keep doubling down on that. Or like I figured out the formula there. So you do kind of want to have, you know, like you saying that balance, but you don't want to get lost in trying to please people or trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because then you're gonna lose the authenticity of the whole craft. That's gonna actually impact people.
And one thing that I realized about you and your presence is that when you do a lot of your videos, you have a lot of people supporting you. You have a lot of people in the videos. You just did the sheesh one.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even understand it, but I was like,
"Oh, it's a TikTok. It's a TikTok trend. Okay. It's a TikTok trend, bro."
I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I just turned around like there was literally 30 people came out of nowhere. It was all like, I was like, yo, like you always have a gang of folks. So I think that speaks to your authenticity. Because people are just like, yo, it's actually funny, and then we know it's really like some true shit. Like those Krump scenes, like the skits, that was the most genius shit ever because all those things fucking happened in some sort of way. You know
in some sort of way, man. But yeah, that's true, bro. I be throwing sessions sometimes, so that's how I get all them people. But yeah, man, when you just authentic, bro, people will pick up on it and then they will gravitate to it. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you like keeping up a kind of identity or you kind of keeping up something fake, people may be drawn to it, but you got to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't continue to live like you can't keep it up forever.
For sure, man. So let's move over to some of your successes, man. One of them, I mean, like, actually, let's just talk about this battle with fiction. Man, so
boy.
it was crazy about it. I had to send this battle to a few different people because I feel like as a dancer, anytime they see Fiction, Ladia Yates, whatever you say, anytime they see any of those, they want to tag you in and be like, "Oh, I thought about you." So when I saw you battle this and you killed, when y'all seen you kill this man, anytime this somebody tagged me in the video, I was just like, "No more, don't send me. Is this your king? Is this your king?"
It's your king,
Because nah, it's not like that. And now he's a crumper now apparently.
It happened because that battle.
You brought him over
it had to be. Why else would it happen? I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm not mad at it though. I feel like if you get humbled in a certain way, it's like why not go learn that craft?
Cause man, to be real, bro, I'm gonna tell you, this is another thing that's authentic. That day, and I be telling people like, bro, I ain't trying to be cocky, but I didn't. This was like when he came, bro. I ain't danced, you know what I'm saying, in hella long, and I came to the jam, you know what I'm saying, because I know the community out here. So I just pulled up to the jam. I didn't even come to battle. I just came through. And then I was just like, man, I ain't really battled in a minute. And it was dope people on the lineup.
Yeah.
So I didn't know Fiction was going to be there. He wasn't on the flyer. No, he just came.
Okay.
So I just seen hella dope people on the lineup because some people from Arizona came out too. So I was like, oh, this is a good way to challenge myself. Mm-hmm. So I just hopped in, you know what I'm saying? And then I was just getting off on people, bro. And then I just happened to get matched up with Fiction. And then, I was just battling, bro. I wasn't like trying to do anything. I was just having fun. You know what I'm saying? And people pick up on that. Like I said, they pick up on you having fun. Man. And then he lost. And then he just got, you know what I'm saying? He got mad. I'll tell you, the whole night, he was like, man, I ain't going to never forget this. He was telling me this. He was arguing with the judges. Bro, this was like all night. Like, bro, I did not, how I lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man.
It was clear. I mean, honestly, I feel like it was clear. And like you said, it's a vibe, though. When you see somebody out there doing something, and it's like you feel like, honestly, I mean, not to actually, no, I ain't gonna say no specific names. I ain't gonna shit on nobody specifically, but all I'm gonna say is it's a vibe. And one thing that I realized when you dance, you always look like you're having fun. You always look like you are enjoying yourself, and I feel like anybody can look at that, and it doesn't matter if they understand it. Because I feel like that's one thing I hear a lot of people say, like, I don't understand Krump. And I was like, a lot of people don't. That's cool. But when you see somebody that is just truly having fun, it doesn't really matter if you understand. You just
don't. I like that. Yeah. I'm telling you.
It's a thing.
It's a thing, man. And I think he had a lot of Fiction, and he got a lot of ego, man. Because he would act one way in person, then he'd get on live like, yeah, that Krumper, but then he talk to me in person like Ryan, because he know me now. Really? You know what I'm saying? But I don't, man. I'm like, I ain't about to let that really get to me or nothing like that, bro. Because I'm just gonna continue to be me. You know what I'm saying? And it may have hurt him or whatever, but it's good, man. You move on, you keep labbing. I mean, obviously, Fiction is out there labbing. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta give it to Fiction. Fiction does pop out. Like, right now the Krump is talking about Slavic and they going crazy. But Fiction pops out, bro. He pops out at the A18, the Beast Camp. You know what I'm saying? He trained, he go to Battle Fest. He pulled up the sack by himself.
Omarion actually be pulling up a lot more sessions than people thought. I guess.
For real?
That's what I was being told. That down in like LA, he was actually pulling up to a lot more sessions.
To the DC, I already pulled to the DC session. To the DC, exactly. Yeah, man. So Fiction, even though he can be a little egotistic, he pulls up, bro.
That's what's up.
He pulls up, man. But yeah, he took an L. Yeah, he took an L that day.
And I mean, I feel like everybody has to sometimes. Everybody has to, and then to take it, and also I feel like there's not a lot of people. Nobody wants to lose, but I feel like if you're gonna lose somebody, especially in Krump, which for some odd reason so many dancers shit on, Krump, they don't look at it the same way. I feel like you're gonna take an L to somebody who can do it all.
Who can do it all?
Because and that's one thing I want to lead into with these all styles events. Like, do you feel a bias? Do you feel an obvious bias against Krump as itself, Krump music, and also do you sometimes not put yourself in as a Krumper because you could probably go further as something else?
Yeah, it's for sure a bias. Like, it's for sure. Krump is for sure a bias, and I think a lot of sometimes the crumpers can lean, because I understand like it is a bias, but it's kind of like you just want to go in and not focus on that and be talking about that. Because when I go to All Styles, I crump, but I have other sides to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I might start juking them, but it'll just be me. You know what I'm saying? It's me, and you can tell like I ain't trying to do light feet or styles that I can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you just gotta, with all style events, you just gotta go in and be yourself and have fun and not be trying to. But if you thinking like, these niggas, they don't, because I ain't gonna lie, they don't play crump tracks. They're not gonna play like the one I did, the jam with Fiction, bruh. I was not getting. I think I got a Bruno Mars, bro. I was not getting no good tracks, bro. But I just know how to, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm listening to the track,
I feel
okay,
like you can dance. You can dance.
and you can dance to anything, man. But it would, at first I didn't. I would lose when I first came here, but because I didn't understand the all styles. But then I start getting into them. Then I'm like, oh, I understand, because you want to be an actual dancer. Because if you just think crump, even when you think crump, you got to come in thinking like, all right, to this song, I have to slow my rhythm down. You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of pay attention to, like, battling is like strategy. It's not even about like, it's not even about who the best. It's about, in this moment, how can I beat you? I'm not thinking about like, yeah, you might got some crazy moves, but I'm like, all right, maybe I can get in his head. You know what I'm saying? Then throw him off. So
I feel like that's just how we. It was just different the way the way we came up at NC with Krump. Like I feel like just the whole collaborative of NC, whether the little pockets where you had Raleigh Durham popping, you had Lincoln popping, you had the Charlotte popping, between the Chosens, the Hazards, the Goblins, everybody kind of spread out. I feel like like go way back.
That's
I feel
way
like
back.
The mindset was just different. Like even when NC would go up to like Virginia, we would have like the state versus state and shit like that.
Man.
Like the mindset was different with North Carolina Crumpers, because we just had each other and we was banging at each other, and eventually you're gonna be like, dang, I can't just battle you skill for skill because we lab together. Yeah. Now I got to figure out how I can get inside your head to beat you.
Yes.
You take that same energy to the streets with these motherfuckers that don't know you. It's unstoppable.
It's unstoppable, man. And you look, when you go out of town, you look different, and you don't notice that. Because when you dance with the same people, they get used to you. So you might even start thinking that you're not that tight. But then when you go to somewhere else, they ain't never seen you. So they like, when I came here, they was like, oh, you hella country. Oh, your crump look different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's from a different place. And I didn't even know I was country. That sound crazy. That might sound crazy. I promise you. I was like, I'm country? When I moved there, they was like, you hella country. I'm like, for real? I thought I just talked normal.
Yeah, when I first moved to Virginia, man, man, I'm trying to tell you, I was just like, listen, I'm just talking. I don't really know what else to really say to y'all. And then when I talk to somebody else who was from the country, then my accent it starts coming out even more.
You do. Or you go back home. When I come back home, when I come back, it be thick, man. But people like it. Women love it. Women love it. People like that southern act. When I tell you the ladies love the southern accent, they be like, oh, I love that country accent. Like, they just like it out here. So
I mean, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out here like, why? You know how it should be. But so tell me about some of like your earliest dancing memories. Like, what was some of the earliest tracks you remember dancing to, like as a baby, like as a kid?
What you mean, like crump tracks or just like dancing?
I was talking about like early on. Like, all right, for me, like I remember one of the tracks I used to dance to all the time, and like I remember I tell this story because my mom, she hid the tape from me, but it was Tony, Let's Get Down, the DJ Quick. I used to play that song over.
Wait, how old was you?
Man, I don't know, I don't know when that song came out, but I was young, man.
That's why she was hiding from you.
Yeah, man. I used to play that song, and I was like, "Let's get there, let's get." And I used to be getting it.
So you was dancing since 5?
Just fooling around, man. I never actually danced professionally. Like the only time I took dance serious, honestly, was when Krump came out. Like when Krump started, I think that was like, well, I'll say when Krump got to us. So I'll say like this was like 07. 06, 07 maybe when I first started crumping.
Yeah. Dang, I wasn't even dancing that long, man. I started dancing when I think I was in like the 10th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't know it was either the ninth or the 10th. But to be real, but I didn't even have rhythm. I couldn't even two step. But I'm gonna tell you, yeah. So I wasn't even dancing, man. I joined a fraternity at
Okay.
school, and then I learned how to step. So that's why I got rhythm. Because when I was in the fraternity, you had it. You know how you in the
Yeah,
fraternity,
you
you
gotta do
gotta
your thing.
you gotta
Yeah.
be hopping. And now I couldn't do this. Like we had to do this little train joint, and it was like you can't. I'm like nah. And then they made us go to a party. They was like, hey, y'all go. We gotta take y'all to a party. You gotta learn how to dance. So they just taught me rhythm, and then from rhythm, that's when my brother put me on to Krump, because Krump was the first dance I even got
Oh, that was
into.
okay. Okay,
My
that's what's
brother
up.
put me on, like he seen
That's rare.
Rise.
That's rare. You
It's
know.
hella rare. It's
Yeah.
hella rare, man. He seen Rise, and he came home and he was like, and I was like, bro, you look dumb as hell, bro. That shit dumb. He like, bro, it's this new dance called Krump, but that junk, I'm like, nah.
That
And
shit
then my
crazy.
brother used to be laughing. He'll be in the living room. I'm like, you know what? That junk look kind of fire. And I start doing it. And I just start watching YouTube. And that's how I
Yeah.
learned really.
Well,
But
the
yeah,
YouTube days of
the
forums.
YouTube days,
Yeah.
bro. So that's what I used to Krump was the first, yeah, that was the music I first started dancing to.
Okay.
But it was like J Squad. I don't even remember J
Yeah, J
Squad.
Squad,
J
man.
Squad was like the first things I
Buck
was
Mouth.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, for sure. So
Alphabets, all that.
yeah.
That was like the first things I started dancing to. But yeah, I definitely got my brother introduced me, and then the fraternity and stepping gave me my rhythm.
Okay. Okay. So when did you link up with when did you link up with Native and stuff? When was that introduction?
I would say high school, man, because we was like rivals.
Okay,
So
where?
Southern High, it was I went to Southern High School. He went to where did he go to Hillside? I think it was Hillside. So yeah, they used to like they would Krump, we would Krump, and it kind of all became like rivals.
Yeah.
And I had seen Ryan I had met him at it was like a party one night, and then his name was Ryan. I'm Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yeah, I know." I think he was telling me he knows Tada. I was like, "Yeah, they I'm from Cali, yeah, for real." And then we like battled in a party. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, that's kind of how we started knowing each other. And then we ended up battling again, and we just kind of became rivals. And then Native, but then I started when I was crumping, I had started jigging.
Mm-hmm.
I was jigging real heavy. That's when I came out with Jig Team. That's when I became Jig Man.
Yeah.
And I kind of, me and the city, like we took over the city with the jigging. So I wasn't crumping as much. And Native just kept, you know what I'm saying? That's when he was on he was in his bag. Like, so I was like, you know what I'm
He
saying?
started bodying everybody.
He
like,
did,
he went
bro.
through a season where he just was.
Because I'm not gonna lie, me and Native was like rivals, and then that
Mm-hmm.
I start jigging, and then Native was like, he started battling, and I'm like, he in Cali. Then he did that what was that overhype, and he battled
that's when he battled was it not Cocky Kid?
I think it was Crash.
Was it?
I think it was Crash.
Yeah, when you talking about when they did it in the not the garage, but we know where it was all
the overhype. That's when he got like on. That's when there's a Native is crazy. Yeah, man. But that's how I got hooked up with Native, man. And then he just asked me like, man, you want to be down with the fam? And I'm like, yeah, because he turned up. So I was like, yeah, bro, I'm down to be Young Native. And then from ever since, man, we just been cool.
Shit, man, that's what's good, man. That's what's up, man. Because I feel like those fams, like you don't really see a lot of fams, original fam members, or I say fam members being down for like a really, really, really long time anymore. I feel like there's so much fan hopping. You know what we call back in the day, like we call fam hopping. It's like, you know, even like, you know, my time on the Native. You know, I was on the Native for a while. I was under, you know, I went to be on the rec. And that was, you know, that was it. I ain't, you know, bounce around too many times.
Or having 4 big homies,
teachers and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And it's like I had a lot of different teachers, and that was pretty much what happened with me and Native. I was like, yo, listen, I want to learn from Judge and Rec. You know, I'm up here living in MD. They can teach me something. You know, would you mind if I be under them too?
Because you was there.
Yeah, he was just like, you know, I'd rather you just be under them versus try to be under
both of us. Like,
yeah, respect. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how I moved on with that, and I understood that. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't really make too much sense. You know. Trying to do all that shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I had the opportunity to be under a lot of people, bro. Like Rage, Concrete, like a few people.
See, I thought you were under Outrage for a second. I thought there was a moment.
I was going in the. I almost was about to be Bay Rage, but Cause Rage is like my swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Rage
yeah.
and I end up being really cool with Concrete and you know what I'm saying? But I just like I rock with all of them and I think they hella dope.
Sure.
But I just was like I'm gonna just the only time I think I would ever leave the Native fam is if I was under Miho. Cause Miho is probably the only to be real, that's probably the only person I'd be under like
Mm-hmm.
just a Miho. I don't know about a street bully, but
Yeah.
just a Miho, man. But I don't think I wouldn't want to be in the Chairs or Miho is more my swag, my
I can see the
vibe.
Miho
You know what
feeling
I'm
too, and then
saying?
he's more of a kind of like moving
He
around,
is,
look
bro.
bigger.
And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
cool. Like
yeah.
we hella cool, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like that's probably the only time. But other than that, I even told him like, yeah, I'm gonna just be native because it's just a family type of thing,
For
you know what I'm
sure.
saying, North Carolina. And after a while I just wasn't pressed about, you know what I'm saying. I think a lot of people is pressed about names or they think this person's gonna take them somewhere, but it's just like, all right, if you just continue to be yourself, man, and then you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
just
It'll come organic.
it'll come, man. So
Right. So since you've been out here, since you've been in Cali, one thing that I spoke about, we kind of talked about a little bit before we started. Excuse me. Talked about a little before we started was I get a lot of people, saying like, "Oh, you moving out to Cali? Or, especially you move from Texas to Cali. Oh, it's so expensive. Oh, the gas prices. Oh, it's just like the gas, the milk, everything."
Like, and they said the milk, and the
like,
milk expensive out this world.
Like, did you get some of that same energy? And then, like, when you did get that energy, like, or more so, nah, I'm gonna change the question. What advice do you have to people that are getting that type of energy? 'Cause I'm pretty sure you got some of those, like, you sure that's what you want to do type shit,
Oh, that's a good one. I would say don't tell people. If you got, I'm for real. If you gonna make a move, maybe tell one person. Because if you tell too many people, or you tell people like, man, I'm thinking about, they gonna kill it. They gonna, wow, man, you sure? They gonna start putting that stuff, them thoughts in your mind, and you know what I'm saying. You'll start thinking like, dang, should I? But nah, you can't. You can't really. I didn't really tell nobody.
Yeah.
I just left. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So you can't really tell people, man, and you can't let. I think like even now, like Cali is expensive, but it's kind of like really you just got to get your money up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's people living out here, living comfortably.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So obviously they're doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You just got to figure out what they're doing and do it. So, and like I said, it is a challenge living out here, but it's like over time, if you just keep growing, man, you're gonna be able to afford it because California is like the move. Like, bro, it's everything
I've
here.
been trying to tell people now.
You got the Bay. You know what I'm saying? You got LA. I've been able to go to LA. Bro, I know everybody now. Being able to be here, I can go to LA. You got access. You like in proximity of everything. Mm-hmm. So you get to learn. Like I've been able to learn from Ladia Yates. Like I've been able to learn from like Les Twins and just so many different people that come out here and around this area. Or if an event is in LA, you can go out there rather than if you somewhere else, you gotta fly in. Exactly, bro. So and you got just so many different like the community colleges have acting and courses, like courses that wouldn't be in the South. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so many opportunities, so many lanes. Like the art community, you go to San Francisco, there's like poetry, like wherever you trying to do, even like military out here, like wherever you trying to do, bro, it's here in Cali. So
I hear that shit. It's about opportunity, y'all. Like literally, you gotta think about that shit on a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could be in certain places and yeah, it might be cheaper to do this, but is that place gonna really put you in a position you trying to be in? You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Yeah, all about the opportunity, man. I mean, it looks like you're making the most out of your opportunity. And honestly, that's really why I wanted to bring you on the show, man, to just, show people like you came out here, like I said, you said back, about 7-8 years ago, man, came out here.
$50 and a one pair of pants.
Man, that's some real shit.
I was wearing so if you're in the background laughing, hey, I had one interview outfit. I'm telling you, I had this polo shirt, these khaki pants, and then when I went out, I wore the khaki pants and I had to borrow clothes from my brother. Yeah. Bro, I did not have, you know what I'm saying? You don't have, and then I'm also say the journey ain't easy. I'm just coming out of some stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? I've been homeless out here, bro. Bro, it's been a lot, bro. Yeah. It's been a lot, man. But it builds character and it just, you know what I'm saying? It take you to another level in life. Because now I can move anywhere. I've been able to move and network and take over cities and you know what I'm saying, put people on in their own city.
Yeah.
And then now I feel like I can move anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's powerful.
And do the same thing. But like I said, it's not easy. I'm gonna tell you that it's not easy, bro. Especially if you're here by yourself and you homesick and you know what I'm saying. Especially when you don't got the connections. When you first come
Yeah.
and then you got to build them. That's when it's the most challenging because I had to go to when I first came here. I was going to like battles by myself. I was just pulling up. I might just pull up here.
That's all I mean.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I could do, bro.
Go show face. Yeah.
But it's just like even when I was going to LA, bro, like nobody knew me. You know how I'm like hella popular now in the Krump world with the skit, bro. And nobody knew me, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, this is what niggas. This how crazy niggas is. It was a Krumper. I don't want to say his name, but when I first went to LA and I was battling and stuff, bro, they was not talking to me. And bro was seeing me and everything. Then when I started doing the skits, I went back out to LA. He's like, bro, I've been dying to meet you. I'm like, nigga, I already been here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's kind of like you can't even. That's why like people in the Krumpers page, they be like hella. Even now they mad at the TikTokers, you know. But I can understand some stuff. But they mad at people. But it's like you wasting time. You could just be doing you.
Be getting a bag, man.
Just do you and stop. Don't worry about like people be like road to be under someone. It's like, bro, just naturally do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like I'm gonna be under Miho in the future because I just naturally build a relationship and I'm not like trying to force it. You know what I'm saying? But it just comes naturally. So if you just do things naturally, bro, it'll happen for you. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen when you like, oh dang, I didn't even know. Yeah. And somebody come to you. But I mean, I feel like that's the best way to live life is like not you want to have intention, but you don't want to be like forcing it to where you sacrificing your morals or you doing things that's unethical. You know what I'm saying? Because I done heard some LA stories. Yeah, some people out there in Hollywood. Yeah, I done heard people getting their butthole, people blowing in people's buttholes and tickling. Yeah, niggas getting their butthole tickled.
All
for a movie part. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, I done heard some story. I done went to LA, they were telling me. Bro, my homie told me he's an actor. He told me, he said, this dude is agent. She said, don't do it. All right, we're gonna leave that out. But let me just tell you, it get dark.
Hey, it's gonna be in the uncut. It's gonna be in the credit, the bloopers later.
It get dark.
But hey, there's one thing that you did hit on. That could get almost went somewhere. So something that you mentioned, you were talking about Krumpers and you know, giving up, you know, pretty much let go of their morals or even let go of paychecks sometimes. One thing I realized, like when they're chasing that dream or when they're chasing that, well, whatever the fuck it is, I don't know if it's a dream or if it's just a at then itch. They would literally like put themselves in the worst positions, like buy a one-way ticket somewhere and not have a way to get back, just come to an event, or they would like get to the event and not have nowhere to stay and be like, and it's like you came to a whole different city, and you just like, I'm here, like I don't fucking get it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's why I didn't make it in the Krump world at all. Because I just didn't. I would not do shit like that. I was like, if I can't afford to go, and it'll be a whole popping ass event right down the road. I'm just like, damn, Tie-Dye's there, Solo, they done flew in out. Well, fuck. I want to make sure that I eat for the next week, so I'm not gonna go down there and spend $150 on 3 days of a goddamn event plus some shirts that I'm gonna want to buy and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That is true, man. I think it just depends on where you trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't necessarily went to another town, like one-way ticket, but I have went to LA. Like when I first got here and I was going to LA battling, and I would go to Beast Camp a lot. I did go down there, like, I don't know. I'm going to find out where I'm going to stay when I get there. I did do that.
Okay.
But I found somewhere to stay. You got to actually go. You got to actually, like, yeah, like, you can't be like, I don't know. You can't get there and be like, man, I don't know. I feel like it's just like a belief type of thing. But it's a balance between it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing. Certain things I'm like, nah, I got to save my money because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm trying to save up or I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? But if it's kind of like if you can it's like calculated risk. You know what I'm saying? To where you like, okay, let me balance this. Okay, because when I did KBL, I didn't have no bread when I went to LA. I was like, I'm gonna get people to I'm gonna borrow money when I get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I did, and I figured it. But that's because I calculated it though. I was like, okay, I know so and so, he owed me 50. I know I can get, you know what I'm saying? I know moms will throw me about a good 30.
With that 50 cents. Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I need
it,
bro.
Right.
So it just calculated risk, and then
that's a little different though.
It is a little different.
You did that with, like I say, it was calculated, and you also had a goal. You were aspiring to do something.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers be doing that shit and go to the event and just stand there, don't dance.
Exactly.
They just there
or
to be
clout
there for clout.
Or they trying to go there to prove something.
I don't get that.
Yeah, if you do it, and I feel like even that's why I feel like that's where, you know, God or universe, but some people say the universe, but that's where when your intentions is like pure and you like, yo, I really want to come and be here, I feel like it'll be delivered to you. You know what I'm saying? Because when I did go out there, somebody did look out. You know what I'm saying? Or I was driving this '94 Honda. You know what I'm saying? She was not the type to make it to LA. I didn't know it was gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, hey, I'm finna drive. But I was taking it out there, bro. And that's how I built my relationship with like Beast Camp and, you know, and just kind of putting myself out there. But yeah, you just gotta be kind of smart about it. You can't be going, you know what I'm saying, going to sessions like, oh, I'm gonna get this to win this tournament so I can pay my rent. Like, yeah, you doing that.
Don't do that.
Because then you're gonna be dancing from a not a pure place either. Because you dancing from I need to eat. I need to survive. So your mindset and your mentality is going to be different in the battle. But if you go to the battle where you like, I got money saved up, you know what I'm saying? I got my bills taken care of, my job, I didn't call out, they know where I'm at, the trip is planned, you're going to be dancing from a different, you dancing from a different place. So people going to be able to pick up on that. People don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is really spiritual. So people can tell when you know what I'm saying, faking or stressed or desperate. So
right. Okay. And so like when it comes to you, like what do you have coming up next? Like where will we see you doing next? Do you have any like I said, you did the Vans thing. So I mean I feel like that's
there.
I mean, I know I'm pretty short, but
that's up there with God. That was another level, bro. That was and the CEO of Vans is cool. He's like he out there picking up trash. Like I'm like, why he owned everything out there? I'm talking about he out there. He the most active one out there. He picking up trash. He like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You don't run into rich people like it be people that's broke that's cocky. You're like, nigga, why you cocky?
Why are you?
You know what I'm saying? This dude, he own everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that type of vibe, man. But I would say what's next, man, is I would say I really been I've been focused on like finances, you know. I got a job at Robinhood. I just got a job with the Sacramento Kings. It's called the Street Team. Yeah, man. So that, man. Thank you, bro.
That's a big deal.
But yeah, so I'm trying to plant myself in these finances to keep, because I was doing that in a way, kind of doing that dumb thing of like, man, I'm about to be an entrepreneur. I ain't working no job. So I got stuck into that desperation. I was doing like DoorDash and nothing wrong with DoorDash and Uber because I still do it, but that's the only thing I was doing to the point where it got me in a desperate mindset. Because don't get me wrong, I've been MCing a lot. I've been doing a lot of MC gigs. I've been doing some stand-up comedy.
So you're doing it like per booking, or you just kind of finding out through these things? Are you like applying for these?
I be getting booked, man. I like when I go to the events, I would dance, and then I would I was like, I'm trying to get into hosting a little bit, and I started hosting. And then every time I host the event, somebody be like, bro, I love the way you host. I'm gonna book you for this. So all my booking, like I'm hosting an event tomorrow, a jam tomorrow in Oakland.
Word.
Yeah, bro. So, and I had hosted one at this other jam last weekend, and somebody was like, hey, you want to host weddings? So I got a meeting on Sunday about hosting weddings. So yeah, bro. But I'm trying to I'm not gonna lie, because I've actually never pitched myself like, yo, I'm about to start pitching myself to people. So I've just been doing this off of word of mouth. But
are you ordained? Are you ordained?
Ordained.
Yeah. So can you marry people?
Oh no!
I'm gonna put you on.
He said, "I what?
I'm gonna put you up, man. It's so easy. Really? That could be a whole little package for. I married some. I'm gonna put
put me on, man. Because somebody just told me about having a package for weddings, like because I can have like a DJ and then the cameraman.
Literally come with everything.
Yeah, bro. Hey, that's lit.
Yeah.
But I'm like right now, I know like I got hella comedy skits, I got hella gigs I can get, but I'm kind of like not making it a priority. I'm more making like my finances, my family. Because when you do this success stuff, you can get lost in trying to be successful.
Yeah.
To where you put in more, you won't even like take care of yourself. You'll kind of like, you know what I'm saying, you won't invest as much time with your family, but after a while you'll start to realize like, bro, the most important stuff is your family, your relationships, your health, your mental health, you know what I'm saying, your relationship with God. That stuff comes first before this success stuff. Because if you don't got that, when you do the success stuff, you ain't gonna have no peace. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be hella popular. Because I've done it. I've been like, you know, I'm pretty popular, but it's kind of like I've been popular, hella followers, but I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I got 12K. Hey Haskell, what's goodies?
Chosen. We were just talking about you.
But I'm chosen OG. But I'm over here, 12K followers. I ain't got 12K in the bank. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here like,
man, that hit different, man.
It hit different, bro. And people looking at you like, hey, you over here like, you know what I'm saying? You try to get a McChicken. And and McChicken's 139 now. I'm like, hey, y'all going up on nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, and then I've had the moments, bro. And I've had them. That's why I said recently I was doing a lot of hosting gigs and it was paying my rent, but I was in a desperation to where I started taking any gig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After a while, when you do so many, you kind of got to start. You got to know your value and set your boundaries, and then you got to get more professional because you do hella gigs. Niggas pay you after the event, or they don't make enough money. So you like, nah, I demand a deposit. I need deposit. You know what I'm saying? We got to sign a contract. I'm sending the invoice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that was something that you had to learn. Like, how many times did it take you to?
Oh, hella long, bro.
You probably had to because to some people because they probably messing with your money. Like,
real talk, and you know why? It's because it's something that you love to do.
Yeah.
So you don't like to somebody to pay you to dance or to host. I enjoy doing it. So when I do it for free, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you ain't trying to get paid, but then after a while, you know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, I need to start getting income because I'm skilled at this. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm at a point where I'm not like I might be going on tour with it's a dance competition called Headliners.
Okay.
But it's like ballet. That's the first time I got. They flew me out to Chicago to host the competition. I was like, oh, they got money. But I ain't gonna lie, the white people be paying. They be paying you, and they treat you good. Yeah. When you go, you got a room. You know what I'm saying? You got alkaline. You know what I'm saying? You see how when you come here, like you had the water. You ask like, hey, you need anything? You know what I'm saying? Certain, like even when I did the vans,
black folks don't really do like that.
They, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, man. You know we gotta change that. Yeah. But when I went to Vans, they was like Vans bag, Vans, Vans like gifts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gifts and you know what I'm saying? They making sure you got water, and so it's just like for me right now, I know I can get gigs. I know I can put out skits, and I'm not rushing it, or I'm not trying to be anxious about it. I'm more, like I said, my priorities right now for these next 3 months is getting grounded in the jobs that I'm working and my finances and savings, and then kind of going about my craft differently. Because when you start going to LA, your favorite dancers is broke. Your favorite dancers on TV, them niggas is on the couch.
You heard it here first,
bro. I'm telling you,
and
I'm not going to say names or anything like that. But when I started going to LA, because I used to think like Tadas and all, I used to think they was like millionaires and stuff. Like, not even trying to be funny. No, I really thought,
especially coming from North Carolina, you see them doing it. Like, you see Rise, that was 10 years before we actually started making the moves. He was like, yo, why ain't they?
I thought they was millionaires, bro. Like a few, you know, and not saying that they like, I'm saying like just choreographers in LA, but you just go out there and you like, dang, these people don't have no financial literacy. They don't have no savings. They don't have no Roth IRA accounts. They don't have no investments. They ain't got no savings for their kids, the future. So I'm like, artists they're not thinking longevity. And I wasn't either. until I started running into different mentors that was showing me like bro, I just got one of my mentors is like, man, I get grants from the city. I just got a $10,000 grant to do a documentary. So when you start running into people like that, you like, oh, you start thinking different. Yeah. So that's why now I'm more on longevity, because if you got your health on point, you know what I'm saying, you working out, you eating good, you making sure your relationship with your family, and you building that foundation first, and then whatever your craft is, because your craft ain't going nowhere. Your dream, whatever God already got planned for you, it's already done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you don't have to worry about it. And you know, so you have to like I said, you got to focus on what's really important, because if you go in a hospital, all the niggas at the session ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? The people in the family, your family, and people neglect their family trying to chase success. You know what I'm saying? And I did it too. But once I moved here alone, I'm like, dang, family is really important. Talking to your family, if you got kids, like making sure you invest in your time.
You have a daughter, right?
I got a daughter, right. But I didn't know. I found out 2 years ago. That's a whole nother story. Yeah, I found out too. I didn't even know I had a daughter. Woo. My baby mama came out the cut like, I think this might be your kid. You know what I'm saying? She thought, long story short, my daughter thought, because I'm originally from North Carolina, so she lives in North Carolina, but my baby mama thought this other dude was the daddy. And my daughter thought another dude was her daddy for 8 years. And then they started saying like, oh, that nigga, she looked like Ryan. They like hand on the baby, yeah. I see the they like, she's like, hold on, this baby look like Ryan. So yeah, they tapped in with me about a test, and I'm like, dang, I was living in the living room at the time. I was sleeping in the living room. Oh, shit. And I was like, dang, she was like, you gotta take a test. I took the test. And I found out that the baby was mine, bro. And then she was like, if you don't want to be in her life, like she got a fiance, so she was like, he'll adopt her. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, that's my baby. I'm pulling up. Yeah. So when I found out it was mine, bro, I just started talking to her on FaceTime, and then I went home. Christmas, Thanksgiving. Yeah, so I just was there last month, man. I just flew back home. So that just gave me even more reason. But having a kid make you think more long term too, because you like, I gotta think for my kid. So I have to build a good future. I have to have a savings. And then, you know, my daughter is gonna be watching me. And plus I gotta right now the situation is still weird, because I'm like, I have to fly back, and I gotta make sure she know that I care, that she know I want to be there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't understand, like, why is he in Cali? Why am I? She still don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my fault. 8, right? She's 10 now. Okay, she's 10 now, so it wasn't my fault. But a 10-year-old, she don't understand, like, oh, he got to do this. She's probably just thinking like, where he at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's why now I just do the best I can with that, bro. But that just got me thinking long term, and I realize most artists, most creative people, most people in the world, they ain't thinking long term. Because I just hit 30. Yeah, I'm 30. How old are you? 30. 30. When 30 hit, for some reason, when 30 hit, I was like,
some kind of tick a little different.
Something hit long term, clicked in the head. I said, oh, we gotta really. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you get your 20s, it's like, 20s, you just feel like everything you do is gonna get either, I don't know, you almost feel like everything you do is gonna get kind of washed away to a certain extent. Yeah. Like you're still kind of having that full realization. So it's like, I know even for me when I hit 30, like my sister even hit me and she was like, 30 looks good on you. And I feel like I was just 2 months in. I was like, I'm still talking the same, but
you said I'm 2 months in. Dang, chill.
But I mean, I felt where she was coming from over time, and I mean, I had to accept it, so I feel like I get better with age anyways, you know what I'm saying? So I feel
it's I get better.
It don't even really matter how this motherfucker.
Nah, for real. You said, nigga, you look for you dumb, boy. He hella for area. Yeah, bro. Long term, man. That's why I started doing sessions and stuff, because I'm like, man, because I've been blessed to be able to get in rooms and be around people, and I'm like, man, you wanna relate a message to people, like, bro, it's not what you think, especially these Krumpers. But the Krumpers not gonna really they only listen to people that's only and then most of the leaders in Krump is not really, you know what I'm saying, it's like poor leadership. So, or they don't even know they're in a leadership role, so they're not even like thinking about it. So people is doing everything they're doing, but people don't know, like, because everybody's thinking one way with dance and making money, doing classes or doing, and you don't even know you can do stuff like Krump at Kaiser for the hospital, and they'll pay you like 10 grand. And I'm figuring out, I'm whoa, that's different, but don't nobody think like that.
It's just like what your boy, what's his name? That went to he's in China now. He was out there teaching in China. He does the Krump food stuff.
Russell.
Yes. Dude went out there, was in China for like, I don't know however long. He might still be out there.
They had a whole studio out there, something like that.
Crazy.
See, crazy. Yeah, bro. And like, people don't value that. And they just like, if you ain't battling and you ain't the top, you know what I'm saying?
That's all they worried about is battling.
But they gonna be, I'm telling you, when they start hitting them ranks 30 and 31, and they like, damn, bro, money ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? You still battling?
And you can't move the same way no more.
You can't move, man. Don't got no house, don't got no crib, don't got no car. Like, yeah, bro, you gotta.
This shit ain't. Don't nobody care that you won the battle last time of the session if you can't pay your bills. Like, don't the bill, your bill collectors don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, like, you can't get off on your bill collector.
You can try.
You can try, yeah, but you ain't gonna. I think that's like. Them stages is like when you like 19 and 20, 21. That's when you go to the session and you take the bus to the, you know what I'm saying? That, but when you start getting towards the 26, you need to start, you know what I'm saying?
Buckle down, man.
You need to buckle down so you can actually be able to be around the Krump and dance and, you know what I'm saying? Take this movement to the next level.
For sure, man. But yeah, man. So with that, I'm gonna pretty much wrap this up, man. Cause like one thing that I've been seeing you do. You've been taking pretty much, like you just said, everything to the next level, man. Like everything from your comedy to your dance to, you being out here, bro. Like it's been a constant, going up, man. So like I said, I appreciate you coming on to the show, taking the time, man.
Thanks for having me,
bro. It's been a pleasure, man. It's been forever, man. I feel
it has.
I can't remember the last time we see each other.
Virginia.
So, yeah.
Virginia, man.
But yeah, man, it's been a blast, man. And I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Of course, this is Clue. My friends, Ryan Newman, Chosen, you an ass. Country Fan Bell Podcast. I appreciate y'all.